There is not a day in this world where words do not count. Hi, and welcome to this podcast, which is about words. I want to thank you for your kind presence here. I am Anil Anaya, back with a new episode. I believe in words. They have a force and power strong enough to change destinies. Words can give us courage to overcome the gusty winds. Words can give us the strength to swim the rising tides. Words can help us celebrate the power of human kindness. Words can help us fulfill our dream for a better world. Today I bring in a new thought from the book My Mirror to ponder upon. How can we not look at the possibilities when they stare at us each day? Please hear this again. How can we not look at the possibilities when they stare at us each day? Let me now discuss the perspectives that could emerge from these words and the potential of this thought in helping us to make life better. Possibilities are everywhere, woven into daily life in plain sight. And yet, most of us walk past them. Not because life doesn't offer them, but because we're not really looking. How do we end up overlooking possibilities? Let us start by exploring just that. We at times miss what is right in front of us and staring at us for attention. Point 1. Do we see what we expect to see? Our minds are conditioned to recognize patterns, to repeat what's familiar. So if we expect struggle, we might end up mostly seeing obstacles. If we expect disappointment, we might miss real opportunities. But if we begin to train our minds to look for openings, to remind oneself to ask what else is possible with a positive vibe, then even difficulty could become your doorway to freedom. Point 2. Does fear of change blind us, stop us? Many possibilities require stepping into the unknown. And while the unknown is full of potential, it is also uncomfortable. We often choose comfort over growth, even when something better is within reach. Point 3. Does routine narrow our vision? When life becomes predictable, our thinking becomes mechanical. We stop questioning, stop exploring, and start living on autopilot. But importantly, remember, possibilities don't always arrive as major turning points. They exist in small, seemingly ordinary choices. It could be a different conversation. It could be a bold question. A moment of quiet reflection. Point 4. Does negativity dull our awareness? When we focus on what's wrong, we fail to see what's possible. We don't need perfect conditions to begin. We just need an open, willing, positive mind. A mind curious enough to ask what could be the right possibility here to grow on. Then, how can we try to start seeing possibilities? If we want to live with a greater sense of well-being and positive meaning, growth and movement, we have to start seeing things differently. And here is how. Point 1. Consider shifting from expectation to observation. We miss possibilities not because they are hidden, but because we expect them to look a certain way. Point 2. Consider reframing limitations as invitations. A delay may be a chance to pause. A rejection might redirect you to something more aligned for you. Point 3. Consider practicing present moment awareness. Possibilities are found in the now, not in the imagined future or the rehearsed past. Slow down, be here in the moment. Point 4. Consider questioning your assumptions. The biggest limits we face often live in our minds. We assume things won't work, that people don't change, and that we're too late or just too early. Point 5. Consider acting on small possibilities. The more you act on small possibilities, the more your mind learns to recognize them. Remember, life is always speaking to us through interruptions, through new beginnings, even through endings. Possibilities aren't waiting to be created, they are waiting just to be noticed. Not every open door looks like a large door. Sometimes it's just a crack in the wall where the light gets in. So I leave you with this. What possibilities have been staring at you, quietly, patiently, and waiting for you to kindly notice? What could shift in your life if today you choose to truly look with clarity and total honesty? Because sometimes what changes everything is simply the decision to look in the positive direction more deeply. Hope this string of words, how can we not look at possibilities when they stare at us each day, from the book My Mirror, was productive for you and will help all where needed through the journey in life. Thank you for joining me here today. My sincere aspiration is to keep sharing these thoughts and these discussions with you, and hope these words will find a way to open up new possibilities in your life. We'll be happy if you could share this podcast and the thoughts with many others too. Do come back for the next episode for another discussion on another thought. Until we meet again, bye-bye.